हाँ हाँ बिल्कुल सर।
बिल्कुल ठीक है
Madam, we are live on YouTube. You can start.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Yes, we are live.
Good morning, everyone. From today's onward, I'm going to strive for the greatest purity of soul, that the rays of the God's grace may be reflected in all their brilliance over the universe. I offer a divine greeting to each and everyone present here in this international webinar on Harmonize Your Life Amidst COVID-19. India is a great country with a great cultural heritage. Here we consider our guest as God. As we saying, Atithi Devo Bhava, according to our great Indian tradition. I, Dr. Abha Dubey, Director, Adhrit Consultancy Services, welcome today's chief guest, Honorable His Excellency Muhammad Shah Noor Aziz, Ambassador, Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary Templar Nation. Ms. Farhana Zareen,
Thank you.
ex-lecturer, Department of English, East West University, Dhaka, Bangladesh. All the honorable dignified guests and participation all over the world. Extend my heartiest welcome to all of you on behalf of Adhrit Consultancy and the Universal Talk flourishes under Chhattisgarh Educational, Social and Cultural Organization, a registered organization. At present time, when entire world is shaking in panic, one thing is needed. What is this one thing? This is the hope and optimism. This webinar aims to eliminate fear, all kind of wickedness and pessimism from the life of the people, and to inculcate courage and self-realization for channelizing internal infinite power of self and creating realization of the power of the best creation of God, that is us. That is us means human being. Before diving into the session, giving you a quick glance of previous day webinar. The chief guest of the program was Mr. Manish Daga, Principal Jatan Devi Daga Higher Secondary School, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. In his speech, he focused on the issues related to children and school children and gave us too many insights to deal with their issues very effectively. Yesterday, keynote speaker, Ms. Prerna Patil from Melbourne, Australia, she took us in the web dunya through the beautiful presentation of her. She explored the opportunities available in the digital world and aware us about the threats that we are facing while using the technology and web world and derive the maximum benefit out of it. Today, we are going to have chief guest and keynote speaker, His Excellency Muhammad Shah Noor Aziz, who will enlighten us with the coronavirus and various disease prevention. And other speaker of the day is Ms. Farhana Zareen, will elucidate about the lifestyle and mental health during COVID-19. We'll have a very young mind with us today, Master Aegis Dubey. He will also give us some insight according to the Indian tradition to deal with the corona very efficiently. Definitely will develop a new insight towards the situation and stand firmly against all the deadly circumstances that we are facing today because of the various reasons, and will win with the glory. With this note, I welcome you all again, and I invite Aegis Dubey, the director or founder of the Universal Talk, for giving the chief guest introduction. Aegis Dubey.
Namaskaram. I am Aegis Dubey, founder of the Universal Talks, and I am here to give a brief introduction about our today's chief guest, His Excellency Muhammad Shah Noor Aziz, Ambassador Extraordinary and Plenipotentiary, Templar Nation Embassy to SAARC countries. He is researcher and inventor of immunity developing of the human body and viruses and COVID-19 precaution recipe. X honorary researcher for PhD program, La Sapienza University, Italy. X scientific researcher, water toxic contamination, health hazard and environmental pollution, Italian University, La Sapienza. He is also life member of Red Crescent Society, Dhaka City, Bangladesh. Life registered graduate, University of Dhaka. Invention scientist, Bangladesh Biggan Mela, that is science fair. NST fellow,
सर
science and
हमें लाइव
technology,
हुए हैं क्या
Bangladesh. NST
देख
fellow,
नहीं रहा मेरे
Tourism
को तो नहीं
Ministry,
दिख रहा अपने
Bangladesh.
मोबाइल में आप चेक करिए
Ex-administration officer, State Health Policy, Bangladesh. Ex-co-producer, Distance Education, Bangladesh. Social educator, Advanced Economics for Developing the Unemployed Youth.
हेलो
And social health educator, Health Emergency Program. And now I would like to hand over to His Excellency for his speech.
Good morning. From the embassy of the Template nation to such countries, it is morning 10 a.m. Indian time is 1:30 p.m. and also Bangladesh time is 2 p.m. So good afternoon, bon pomeriggio, shubha bikal, acha dupur. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to be with you as chief guest and also keynote speaker. On the third day of the international webinar on Harmonize Your Life Amidst COVID-19, organized by Adhrit Consultancy Service and Universal Talks and also CESCO India. I would like to thank the organizers, Dr. Ava Dube and Dr. Ria Theory, both of them convener and director Adhrit Consultancy Service. Dr. Arun Kumar Dube, organizing secretary CESCO, and also other persons are with this international webinar committee. Dr. Mukesh Shah, Dr. Dia Patel, Dr. Dia Pandey, Mr. Amit Tiwari, Dr. Ashok Goyal, Mr. Ojas Dubey, and technical partner Mr. Ramakanto Prasad. Also the first day, 29th May 2021 program chief guest, Professor Binod Kumar Mishra, keynote speaker, Dr. Shantwana G. Mishra, second day, 30th May 2021 program chief guest, Mr. Manish Daga, keynote speaker, Ms. Prerana Patil, and today is the last day, third day, 31st May 2021 program, keynote speaker, Ms. Farhana Jerin Bashar, and others organizing staffs, coordinators, and various participants. Everyone take my cordial greeting. Namaskar. Assalamu alaikum. As the ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary of the Template nation, I would like to introduce the Template nation. The country government is existing since 1118. The Template nation is sovereign government order UN country. Our citizens are living around the world. Also, we are giving the opportunity to be citizen of Templar Nation and Templar Nation volunteer. As the ambassador of the Templar Nation, on behalf of our Republic President, and also the government, I would like to say Indian people can be our citizen and national volunteer of the Templar Nation. Because for the pandemic disaster, COVID-19, many young people of the India losing their jobs and they will be massacred in the economic disaster. So we as country, Templar Nation, we want to save their economy. Now I would like to hand over to microphone to the convener. Thanks to all.
Ma'am, I can start my speech a little bit because I wouldn't be able to stay for so long. So can I say a little bit on my topic?
Okay,
Yes, ma'am,
okay,
sure.
sure.
Okay, thank you.
Let me
Sure, ma'am, you can
let
just
me
introduce my topic.
just introduce yourself.
Yes.
Okay. Today, thank you so much, Dr. Aziz. And today is the third and last day of our international webinar. And today we have Ms. Farhana Zareen as a speaker who is going to talk to us about lifestyle and mental health in time of pandemic. She is ex-senior lecturer, Department of English, East West University, Dhaka, Bangladesh. She has 12 years of teaching experience at university level. She is doing her PhD from Italy. Her publications focuses on post-colonial literature and American literature. Her articles have appeared in international and national academic journals. So, with all respect and regard, I would like to invite Dr. Farhana Zareen. Please welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, Tiwari ma'am, for giving me the platform. Good afternoon to you all. I'm immensely delighted to be a part of the international webinar on Harmonize Your Life Amidst COVID-19, organized by Adhrit Consultancy Services and Universal Talks. I would like to extend a gracious welcome to Honorable His Excellency Ambassador MD Shanuri Aziz, Ambassador of Templar Nation, to SAARC countries to this grand event. I would like to thank the organizers, Dr. Ria Tiwari, convener and director, Adhrit Consultancy Services, Dr. Abhay Dubey, convener and director, Adhrit Consultancy, Dr. Arun Kumar Dubey, organizing secretary, CESCO, and all the organizing committee members for inviting me to this grand event. I would like to begin by extending my deepest condolences to the people of India and the families who have lost their loved ones to the pandemic. The thoughts and prayers of the people of Bangladesh are with you. We are all in this together. I hope we can all team up to handle this bizarre situation. His Excellency Ambassador of Templar Nation will provide you with an insight into the prevention of the coronavirus and any virus prevention. The people of Templar Nation and Italy have been really strong in the face of the struggle. I am sure that the people of India will also be fearless in the face of this catastrophe. My name is Farhana Zareen, and I'm going to be speaking to you today about lifestyle and mental health disruptions during COVID-19, prioritizing mental and physical health in the time of a pandemic. Let me begin with an imagined scenario so that you can visualize an extraordinary scenario. Imagine jumping out of a skydiving plane and discovering your parachute doesn't work. What memories would flash before you? Now imagine the parachute opened. How differently would you act if you landed? What if you landed on an exotic island? This is exactly what we are experiencing now. We are experiencing the birth of a whole new world. Let's think about it in this way. Who wouldn't want to live on an exotic island? Can we just divert ourselves from what every newspaper in the world is saying? The constant barrage of bad news around COVID-19 can be draining. As with all things in life, balance is the key. I have heard a lot about the experiences of people during the pandemic. It's really hard to stay positive at a time when feeling abnormal has become the new normal. Is it that easy to stay safe and happy? This is the question that is roaming around everyone's head right now. Is it that easy? As I remind myself, excuse me, ma'am, did I get disconnected? Hello?
Audio is clear, ma'am. No problem.
Okay.
Please continue.
Okay, can I continue? Thank you. As I remind myself, we are the survivors. We have survived and thrived after many challenges, traumas, and tragedies. And we are fully equipped to deal with this. Have respect for the virus, but live your life. For goodness sake, wear a mask. The webinar is going to highlight all these issues of actually dealing with the atrocities of the pandemic, how we can actually manage our mental traumas and the panic that we are experiencing. Ahead of attacks on its cities during World War II, the British government issued and displayed 3 posters with messages. This was written to actually mentally prepare its citizens. One of them, quote, "Keep calm and carry on," unquote. This has grown in popularity over the years because its message is applicable beyond its original intent. It's really, shocking how coronavirus has been compared to World War. We are currently facing a time that may offer a chance for thought and introspection. Many folks are offering words of wisdom. I would also like to share some of the wiser words that I have come across during this unique time. This can actually help us out of the crisis, and it can be beneficial for our state, our nation, and the world. It is so important to remember that COVID-19 virus is certainly not the first calamity to befall us. This is certainly not the first time our government has asked something of us we may not want to do. It is also not the first time that health risks dictated much of our daily routine. The coronavirus pandemic has affected our lives, our economy, and nearly every corner of the globe. It has sickened almost 162 million people worldwide. More than 3.3 million people have died so far. These are the figures from the WHO research findings. With over 60 million confirmed cases, the pandemic has claimed over 1 million lives, more than 2 million lives across the globe. And the pandemic has wreaked social and economic disruption on a historic scale. On March 11th, the WHO declared COVID-19 a pandemic, the first caused by a coronavirus. Now we know that pandemic is not a word that we should use lightly or carelessly. At the start of 2020, it was almost unthinkable that parents would need to actually use this word in a serious conversation. This previously felt like it's just a word from a history book. But now we know that it has become part of our everyday speech to the point of over familiarity, even fatigue. Well, without wasting any more time, let me just move directly to the tips that I have listed for everyone. You can actually stay physically safe and mentally strong during the time of a pandemic. In this case, the biggest safety behaviors are the physical distancing and hand washing. This actually decreases the transmission. You know that already. We really need to get into the habit of doing that. It's an integral part of anxiety management as well. And stay home as much as you can. And when outside, you need to wash your hands thoroughly and frequently. To get through the hand washing habit, we just need to know that washing your hands has become like a daily activity that you need to do over and over again. But this has to be done properly. It has to be done on all sides of your hand. Every finger needs to be washed at the back of your nails and everything. So even wearing a mask has a proper way. It's not like just wearing a simple mask. So these things need to be taken into consideration seriously. So that's what I need to say right now. The other things that you can do to actually reduce the panic of a pandemic. This is what we are facing right now, the mental stress. So we know that the media is giving us all sorts of bad news, right? People dying, things destroying and everything. We can limit the media to reduce anxiety. By now, you might have heard the recommendation many times and this research behind it. Watching the media, scrolling through the news makes us even more anxious. An excess of news and visual images about a traumatic event can create symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder. This is the research done by experts. And to avoid this, we can actually limit the COVID-19 media exposure to no more than maybe twice a day, checking for updates or headlines. And the media, you know that the media creates exaggerated impression and global panic, so we can reduce that. Let me move to the next point. Ma'am, am I going well?
Yes, ma'am.
Take...
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'll just take about 5 minutes more and I'll finish my paper. Okay. This is a time when we need to be kind to ourselves and to others as well. It's a hard time for everyone, remember. Humans across the world are sharing this experience with you. We are in this, we are all together in this. And we are going to emerge with a renewed appreciation for our interconnectedness. This is a special feeling that we are, a feeling of empathy and a sharing with others, sharing the same emotions or the same sufferings with others. Helping others in need is also very critical, okay? And it creates more purpose to our well-being. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a major effect on our lives. Many of us are facing challenges that can be very, very stressful, overwhelming, and it can cause strong emotions in adults and children. Public health actions such as social distancing are necessary to reduce the spread of COVID-19. But when you're isolated and lonely, this can increase the stress. And of course, the anxiety can be elevated. Now we need to learn how to cope with this stress in a healthy way that will make you and the people you care about and those around you more resilient. Stress can cause dangerous effects, like feelings of anger, sadness, frustration, changes in appetites, difficulty in concentrating, difficulty in sleeping, physical reactions such as headaches, body pains, okay, skin rashes and all that. And of course, worsening mental conditions. It is natural to feel all this stress, anxiety, grief. The way you can actually manage it in a smart way is using some healthy ways to cope with this stress. Number one, you can take breaks from watching, reading, or listening to news stories, including those on social media. Okay, it's good to be informed, but hearing about the pandemic over and over again can be upsetting. Take care of your body, okay? Do healthy activities, try to eat healthy, exercise regularly, get plenty of sleep, okay? Avoid the use of excessive alcohol, tobacco, and substance use, okay? Continue with routine preventive measures, okay? I would like to end with a quote. These are just a summary of some of the listed points in my paper. And I'd like to end with a quote. These are the quotes that will actually get us through the coronavirus era. These are the inspiring quotes that can actually, give us all those insights and the condensed insights that can actually evoke a sense of, empathy, or it can actually give us some hope in the time of a crisis. The quote is, we have a chance to do something extraordinary. As we head out of this pandemic, we can change the world, create a world of love, a world where we are kind to each other, a world where we are kind, no matter what class, race, what religion, or lack of, or what job we have, a world we don't judge those at the food bank because they may be us if things were just slightly different. Let love and kindness be our roadmap. Dear friends, today I wish to advise you that please don't give away. Don't get tired, and definitely don't succumb. Keep breathing and fight. Do what you should and can. You need to take responsibility of your actions. You need to transform your acts, thoughts, and intentions. You need to begin to see things and the world differently. And last of all, you need to infuse yourself with hope, courage, and clarity to bring back the balance again. This brings me to the end of my speech. Thank you for giving me the platform to share my perspectives. It was indeed a brilliant idea to have this theme as the core point, the core center of the international webinar. I hope we can all team up to handle this bizarre situation. Thank you, everyone. Stay healthy, protected, and hopeful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. First of all, I would like to extend my deepest or sincere thanks to you on behalf of entire India. The feeling that you have for us, the positive feeling, or you end up with a very positive note that we should be team up to fight with this disastrous situation. Thank you so much, ma'am. We are privileged to have you as a guest speaker in this webinar. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now I would like to invite if His Excellency Mohammad Shahnure Aziz would like to talk to us some more time, or if he has some presentation for us to guide us, to motivate us. Sir, if you are able to say something, I invite you. You are.
Sir, please unmute yourself first. Sir, your mic is mute. Yeah.
Well, we all are Indian people before 47, but unluckily or luckily, we are divided many parts. And me, from you very far away, I became citizen of Templar nation. But inside me, I am Indian. So in this pandemic situation, COVID-19, it is nothing, because we find COVID virus in 1960. So we are Indian people. We know many of the struggles before 1947. In 1971, our Prime Minister Indira Gandhi stopped the Third World War. So the coronavirus is a virus. We have to prevent that by our strong mentality. We became a soldier, and with one slogan, we don't want to take any donation from anybody, COVID-19, and we don't want to donate COVID-19 to anyone. But which way? We have to follow the government orders, rules and regulations, and we have to follow the WHO, World Health Organization suggestions. So our Templar Nation citizens living all over the world, so far I know, nobody is contaminated COVID-19, because the people are following WHO laws and order and Templar Nation laws and order for prevention this pandemic COVID-19. Now I am saying about Italy. My home office inside the Italy, that means ambassador's home office inside the Italy. So you know, Italy faced a big, horrible situation. Italian Prime Minister told who are staying in Italy, Italian citizen, no way to give you the service of health. That means government, health sector collapse. But Italian people and who are living in Italy, also Indian peoples are living in Italy. They followed the Italian government laws and order. Every moment, they closed them inside the home. If necessary, to buy the medicine or buy the food, they write a declaration and police control that what for he come out from home and what he needs. And gradually today, Italy overcome all the pandemic situation. So I want to say, Indian people, please do not afraid by the media services. Be attention to yourself. What is coronavirus? Coronavirus is very simple virus. It's necessary to produce his generation, so need our body to produce his generation. So we must think, we don't give our body to produce coronavirus generation. So what to do? We have to use this mask. So our respiratory trunk cannot get any sort of virus. We have to use hand sanitizer or soap for cleaning our hand nicely, and we can, if we go to the bathroom, we can use this type of soap for cleaning the hands. Okay. And there, coronavirus creating us fever. So we have to use the thermometer to all the time check our temperature. And we have to use blood pressure machine for checking our blood pressure every time. And we have oximeter to check our oxygen. This is a very simple thing. Okay. But I am saying these things very simply to the students of India. They are 12th class or 10th class, boys and girls. They are thinking very bad because they are going to lose their family members, friends, and they are hearing many messages from the media. So they can afraid. But I want to say, young people, students, please do not afraid. I am not giving you the scientific coronavirus lesson. I try to give you the normal lesson. My dear students, think I am a teacher. Never think I am an ambassador. I am in front of you, origin Indian man, a teacher. I want to teach you. Okay. From my experience, I created, following the 400 years before Indian people are using as an alternative medicine. So you have these ingredients in the kitchen. So there is turmeric. We say in haldi. We say black pepper, gulmarich. We say ginger, ada. We say lemon, lembu. We say water, pani or jol. We know everything. Okay. So we have to clean our respiratory trunk, nose. So we take the 1 liter water and half teaspoon ginger, half teaspoon turmeric, half teaspoon black pepper, half teaspoon lemon juice, and boil it 5 minutes. And you students, you know, when you boil the water, it gives us vapor. So we close with a towel our head like this. And so I can take this vapor like this way. So my nose is going to be clean. So after when we can use this recipe with your or our favorable tea, take as a tea, as a hot drink. Okay. This will be giving us possibility to immunity development. So after then, you say to your mother, please use these ingredients in the kitchen for food. So it also helps the immunity. Okay. So don't worry. I am giving you the simple recipe, what I am taking, and lots of people all over the world, what I know, more than 2 million people who are contaminated, who are positive, they become negative. With my suggestion, they never feel any stress. They feel very joy. Because in our life, when we born, till now, we have no time to see our finger. It is nice. God created us. Bhagavan created us. We never think our finger. We never think our eyes. So due to coronavirus, we find the time to think our body, think our God. So you students feel like this. So be happy. You are looking nice. Your color may be bright or color may be dark. It's not important. What is the important? Important is that we are here for certain limit time. So we have to do something for the others. This is our work. And we are living in a society, we are living in a country, so it is our duty to obey the law and order of the country. So what is country is doing for us? Country is giving, government is giving all the services, health services, cultural development, etc., etc. But what we are giving to the government, there is an Italian word, dovere and avere. It means, আমি যা পেতে চাই তা আমাকে সেই জিনিসটা আমাকে দিতে হবে. What I want to take, I obliged to give back to the state. So state is giving me citizenship, state is giving me security, state is giving me health security, state is giving me education security. So state is giving many things. So what state wants from me, state only wants obey the rules and regulations. That may be the health regulation, that may be the police regulation. So we oblige to obey that regulation, my dear students of India and all the generation, all the people of India, please try to understand. Government is very few percent, but you people are many percent. So you have to give government this disaster. You say to the government, we are Indian nation. We fight against the British. So we are about to fight against the COVID-19. From just now, you say to the government yourself, I follow the rules and regulations. I never go out without mask outside. I cannot do any massacre. Okay. So from very long time, everybody know what is coronavirus, what is the symptom, what to do. Coronavirus symptom is simple. You know, it's not necessary I explain more again and again. So I do request you, please, students, young social workers, government, all the people, you know more than me, because media taught you several times coronavirus what is. And many doctors told scientific many things. So I am a scientific researcher. Today, I omit that scientific research way of talking because the organization gave me opportunity to talk with the mass people, talk with the rickshaw puller, talk with the auto puller, talk with the train driver. So this is a very big opportunity to talk with the all Indian people. I mean the before 47 all Indian people. Okay, हम लोग थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी जानता है, लेकिन I prefer to speak English. I know Bangla, but I told before that I try to speak horrible English, pigeon English, because it's necessary to gather up our population, Indian mass people. Many people have no alphabetic idea. So I want to show again, मेरे भाई, आप मास्क यूज करो, अल्टरनेटिव नहीं कोई है। ये आपको लिए अच्छा रोड भी है। You block the entering your body coronavirus. So without fail, you save yourself, save your family, save your community people. So you use the mask, please. যারা বাংলা বুঝেন তারা আপনারা মাস্ক ব্যবহার করবেন, এটার কোনো বিকল্প নাই। আমি যে দেশ থেকে কথা বলছি সেই দেশের অভিজ্ঞতার আলোকেই জোর করে বলছি মাস্ক ব্যবহার করেন। Where from I am, which country I am living, and which country I am representing, due to my experience, I do request use mask. There is no alternative. Okay. So, and use the thermometer. Check your fever. आपको ज्वर माफ कर लिया, মিজারেবল, আপনার জ্বর মাপার জন্য থার্মোমিটার, এটা সবাই আপনারা চিনেন, এটা ব্যবহার করেন। আপনার টেম্পারেচার যেন 38 ডিগ্রি সেন্টিগ্রেডের উপরে না যায়। যদি যায়, if your temperature will be more than 38 degrees centigrade, you will immediately talk with your doctor and take the medicine. Everybody you know the compound paracetamol, but do not try to take it without suggestion of the doctor. Please, if you have seasoning, in Bangla sardi, you use tissue for cleaning. You everybody know. You everybody clean your hands. হাত ধোনে চাতে আপনারা হাত ধোবেন, পরিষ্কার থাকবেন। আপনাদের, if you have possible, you buy the pressure machine. You have to check your pressure. If your pressure is high, please contact with the doctor. If you able to buy the oximeter, this gives you measurement of which percentage of the blood you have the oxygen, which percentage of the blood inside the blood you have oxygen. So it's very simple. You use like this in your finger and you measure how many oxygen inside your body. If reduce, talk with the doctor. You have a headache, maybe come headache, maybe come diarrhea. But you need to talk with the doctor. But if you are conscious, you can easily prevent. আপনি নিজেই এটাকে প্রতিরোধ করতে পারেন যদি আপনি কনসিয়াস হন। You have to think one thing. I don't want to take virus from anybody. So what to do? I have to conscious use mask, clean the hands and hand gloves. If I go out, I have to use this hand glove. You know, very simple. So I cannot touch outside anything. Maybe there remain coronavirus. Somebody spayed there. Maybe. So I cannot touch without gloves. So this way is very simple method. We can eliminate the coronavirus movement in the India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, all India, I mean that. So I hope that students, इंटरनेट जमाना, आप लोग जानते हैं, fraction of second you can find out the definition of coronavirus and which way you contaminated and what to do. But I am saying, I am giving you some knowledge as a raw person what to do. Educated person able to know many things, many ways. Reading the books, see the television news, see the journal, read the newspaper, or making some conference, many ways. They can learn the scientific way. But I want to talk with you, dear student of class 6. It's very difficult for you to say your parents, maybe they are illiterate, maybe they are doing very odd jobs for survival. So they are obliged to go out for earning money for your food. But kindly you say to your parents, please use mask and go with soap, clean your hand with water and take hot tea and never handshake with anyone. So you became teacher. I want class 6 to university students. Be a teacher. You have to teach. If one single person who are alphabetic, who don't know what is the regulation, don't know the law. So they don't know WHO, even though they don't know health ministry's activities. So be teacher for them who are working in our house. So please say them, do not feel the कोरोना वायरस आ गया, हम लोग दुनिया छोड़ के जाओगे, ये बात ठीक नहीं है। आप लोग कॉन्शियस हो तो आप दुनिया नहीं आपको दिया छोड़ के जाओ, because the world, the God sent us here to do something for other human beings. So if I go away now, or you go away now, so your work is not finished. আপনি আজকে দুনিয়া থেকে চলে যাবেন আনকনশিয়াস থাকার কারণে, আপনার কাজটা শেষ হলো না। অতএব এই যাওয়ার কোনো মানে নাই। So as an ambassador extraordinary plenipotentiary, I want to say again, who lose the job? Our nation with you. We will create your job through this organization. We'll do a partnership agreement to provide you to solve your economic disaster. But many doctors, many scientists, they can be laughing which way I am talking. I am out of scientific method talking because I feel it's necessary to talk with the much people who don't know anything. They only know every day earn the money for food. So they are blocked. So मेरे भाई डरा मत, हम भूल गया, हिंदी भूल गया, बांग्ला भूल गया, इंग्लिश भी भूल गया, हम इताली में बातचीत करेंगे, इसीलिए माफ कर दीजिए। Okay, let's come to the COVID-19. Okay, I told you before the COVID-19, it became pandemic, so its name is COVID-19. But before, scientists and doctors know this coronavirus exists from 1960. So, my dear Indian people, lots of time go over your body this coronavirus. You never know. And I don't know. We are taking some medicine what doctor wrote us because we don't know that time coronavirus. We know, and the blessing of China, we know coronavirus. What is this virus? This virus is completely microscopic. We cannot see without microscope. So who are researchers? They can see it. And they told us, as a scientist, I know also, their body have some spikes. So these spikes, they come to contact our body, go inside our body through the nose or mouth and set up in our cells. And he tried to produce his generation. So he want to kill our one cell. He want to use our cell. So the cell, when attacked, our body is asking soldiers. So our body is giving soldiers as liquid. So the coronavirus, what they are attacking? They are attacking our respiratory trunk. They want to damage our respiratory trunk. So it is very difficult to understand normally, even though somebody is other virus affected or temperature, fever, or sneezing. Doctor cannot say before 5 days without checking you are contaminated by the coronavirus. So do not feel if you have fever, if you have sardi, if you have sneezing, never feel you are affected by the coronavirus. It may be normal thing. Okay. So we know 14 days. After 6 days, it gives indication. Fever, blood pressure, reading, or diarrhea. It is, you know better than me. The WHO and Indian government is saying every time what type of symptom is coming, and many doctors making lots of YouTube videos. So you know more than me. I believe it. So just I want to say, they are giving you input, which input you think coronavirus is killing us more than me. I believe it. It's not true. So you have to protect. You have
Definitely.
to be a soldier. The coronavirus is our enemy. They're attacking all over the world. So it's like a world war. We all of the human beings against this war. So if Italy, if USA, if China, everybody able to kick this coronavirus, why you Indian people unable to kick the coronavirus? Due to lack of knowledge, we lost our parents. We lost many Indian people. Even though due to lack of knowledge, Italy lost. There are lots of people. USA lost lots of people. So everybody have still lack of knowledge about coronavirus.
Yes, yes,
So,
sir. You said right.
so I forget my all identity. For you people, I am with you. Do not think my dress.
Yes.
I know how to cultivate. I know how to rickshaw pull. I know how to drive. I know everything. I know how to drive the aeroplane also. So, forget everything. I am like you. I am an Indian man. But unfortunately, I am out of you. And unfortunately, I have no good luck to be an Indian citizen. But you have good luck. You are Indian citizen. And now I am saying the religious people, please think one thing. When बच्चा पैदा हुआ, उनको लिए प्रॉपर्टी वे है. जो दिन पैदा हुआ, वो दिन उनको प्रॉपर्टी रिलीजन है. एंड जो दिन पेरेंट्स मर गया, वो दिन उसका का घर, कार, प्रॉपर्टी सब आपको प्रॉपर्टी. But so two properties we have. So do not fight in the name of the religion, please. Do not fight. Religion is your personal parental property, because भगवान आपको सेंड किया, हिंदू बनाया, उनको को मुसलमान बनाया. ये आपका प्रॉपर्टी है. ये आप नहीं खरीद किया. जो प्रॉपर्टी में है, आपका पेरेंट्स जब मर गया, वो प्रॉपर्टी है, वो आप खरीद करने के प्रॉपर्टी भी आपके पास है. सो बी फ्रेंड. रिलीजन भूल जाओ भाई. ये कभी भगवान का सोल्जर भी है, ये आपका अल्लाह का भी सोल्जर भी है. वो आपको लेसन दिया था. द वर्ल्ड वॉर, अब डर किया, तो मेरे वार से वर्ल्ड किसी से डरना था. You have to afraid the God soldier. Coronavirus is a God soldier, and many viruses, many things. Still, we scientists are unable to say what God is creating good for us and bad for us. So, मेरे भाई, मेरे बहन, आप सुनिए. ये हॉरिबल बातचीत करेंगे. एक इंडियन आदमी अभी नहीं, लाइक कोरोना वायरस, डर मत. You don't feel afraid. You remain home. It's good luck to think your all the body parts, and you will find what is God, what is Bhagavan. This is a good opportunity. And economy, you lost the job, it's not a big thing. If your दिमाग है, आप कोशिश करेंगे तो रुपया आएगा, कोई बात नहीं है. आप कोशिश करेंगे तो एम्बेसडर भी बन गया. आप कोशिश करेंगे तो डॉक्टर भी बन गया, इंजीनियर भी बन गया, कोई बात नहीं है. But one thing, if you lost your life due to unconsciousness, So it is very bad. It is your lack of knowledge. So आज दुनिया इंटरनेट का दुनिया है. So my dear student and my dear citizen of India, please, you everybody have this type of device, cellular. Fraction of a second you go. You can find their Hindi writing. You can find their Bangla writing. You can find their Urdu writing. So be a soldier. I want to say last word, be a soldier against COVID-19. Against this pandemic. Say to your friends, use mask. We can create the mask at home. This is a paper and many videos to make the mask. This type of hand sanitizer, you buy the soap and boil with the water. So it became a liquid hand sanitizer, no problem. आप लोग तो चाय पियोगे, उनको उसके साथ हल्दी मिलाओ, आदा भी मिलाओ, नींबू भी मिलाओ, गुलमरीच भी मिलाओ, आपका इम्यूनिटी डेवलप करेगा. आपका किचन में ये चीज भी है.
Yes, sir.
So I think, my dear general people of India, you understand. And I don't feel shy. Many scientists, many doctors, you can say, I'm a mad. Yes, I'm a mad. I'm a mad for the people. And you know what is my position? Ambassador extraordinary plenipotentiary, it means he is not the ambassador of foreign service. He is the representative of President Republic. On behalf of the President Republic, he is holding chair as president where he assigned it. So I am saying this because my dear doctors and my dear scientists and researchers don't think I am saying a stupid thing. No, absolutely not. You can find my all the contacts from the organizers. If you want to challenge me scientific way, okay, no problem. At any time, I'm ready to face you people. But today, I give big honor to this consultancy organization.
Thank you so much, sir.
Because they are doing a good thing for mass people. As ambassador, I recommend to the Indian government, collaborate with them. They are doing good. They are really doing good for you. And I seen first day, Honorable Minister, you was here, Honorable Minister. Please give your big hand to them so they can be eliminate this pandemic disaster in India. They can be create volunteers all over the India. And as power of the president, champion nation, I am with this organization. That means my president, my government with this organization.
Thank you so
As
much.
well as I am with the Indian government. If Indian government asks any sort of help, Temple Nation will give you educational help, gear up your people, we give you. If you want, we can open our embassy, same place to the consultancy organization. It's not necessary we open our embassy Delhi or other places. We can give our consul general if in Indian government you want, because Temple Nation is not the member of United Nations. We are the member of UN, sovereign government. We are following the law of sovereign government, military order Malta. We are following the government, sovereign order, military order of Sulaiman. So we are different country. We are in the world, many countries exist. You don't find in the Google map. We are one of them. But we are saying all the government, do not encourage your people fight against using the religion against each other. Because in the world, human being, one is male, another was female. This is the identity. And I told before, Honorable Indian government, please collaborate with your social welfare organization, collaborate with teachers. Maybe they are not saying as much doctors or researchers which were saying about the coronavirus, but they know how to motivate the people. They know how to teach the illiterate parents' babies. So they are the real soldiers. Use them. Use them.
Definitely.
It needs to save a country within a month with our experience. But it needs, Italian word is bono volanta. It needs goodwill. It needs, I want to do it. I believe consultancy services will do. So, my dear people, hope that you understand what I want to say. And I want to leave now because time is over.
Okay.
So, namaskar.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much.
Rarely get this kind of opportunity to listen to the words of a great knowledge and knowledgeable speaker. Thank you so much, Dr. Aziz, for your remarkable speech. Yes, you said right, we should prevent ourselves first. Now it's time to move forward. I would like to invite Mr. Aegis, the young mind of our team and founder of the Universal Talk, to share his knowledge. Please
give
welcome
everybody
Aegis.
greetings to me. Our country is ready to give any sort of help.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Okay.
Now it's over to Aegis.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Namaskaram.
Namaskar.
I'm Aegis Dubey. And I would like to start with a shlok of Bhagavad Gita. That is na jayate mriyate va kadachina. Nayam kutva bhavita vana bhuya अजो नित्य शाश्वतो यम पुराणो ना हन्यते हन्यमाने शरीर. It means that the soul is never born. It never dies, having come into being once. It never ceases to be. It is unborn, it is eternal, it is abiding, and it is primeval. It is not slain when the body is slain. आत्मा किसी काल में ना जन्म लेती है, न मरती है, और ना यह एक बार होकर फिर अभाव रूप होने वाला है. आत्मा अजन्म, आत्मा नित्य, आत्मा शाश्वत और आत्मा पुरातन है. शरीर के नाश होने पर भी इसका नाश नहीं हो. और कुछ आवश्यक बातें हैं जो मैं आप सबके साथ शेयर करना चाहूंगा. बात थोड़ी गहरी है, समझने में मुश्किल आ सकती है, पर मैं पूर्ण प्रयास करूं. कि स्मृति है मन की और स्मृति कहीं है नहीं, और भविष्य केवल कल्पना है मन की, वह भी कहीं नहीं है. जो समय है वो सदा वर्तमान है. आपका कभी अतीत से मिलना हुआ या आपका कभी भविष्य से मिलना हुआ? जब भी मिलना होता है तो वर्तमान से होता है. आप सदा अभी और यहीं, हियर एंड नाउ होते हैं. ना तो आप पीछे होते हैं, ना तो आप आगे होते हैं. पीछे का ख्याल आप में हो सकता है, वह आपके मन की बात है, और आगे का ख्याल भी हो सकता है और वह भी आपके मन की बात है. अस्तित्व वर्तमान है, मन अतीत है और भविष्य है. और एक और मजे की बात कि अस्तित्व वर्तमान सदा रहेगा और मन कभी वर्तमान नहीं. मन कभी अभी और यहीं नहीं होता. इसे थोड़ा सोचें. अगर आप पूरी तरह से यहीं होने की कोशिश करें, इसी क्षण में भूल जाएं सारे अतीत को, जो हो चुका वह अब नहीं है, और भूल जाएं सारे भविष्य को, जो अभी हुआ नहीं है, सिर्फ यहीं रह जाएं वर्तमान में, तो मन समाप्त हो जाएगा. क्योंकि मन को या तो अतीत चाहिए दौड़ने के लिए पीछे, स्मृति, या भविष्य चाहिए, स्पेस चाहिए, जगह चाहिए. और वर्तमान का क्षण इतना छोटा सा है कि मन को फैलने की जरा भी जगह नहीं. अगर अतीत छीन लिया, अगर भविष्य छीन लिया, तो वर्तमान में मन को करने को कुछ भी नहीं बचता. इसलिए ध्यान की एक गहनतम प्रक्रिया है, और वह यह है कि वर्तमान में जीना. तो ध्यान अपने आप को फलित करने लगता है, क्योंकि मन समाप्त होने लगता है, मन बच ही नहीं सकता. अगर आप साक्षी होंगे तो वर्तमान में हो जाएंगे. भविष्य और अतीत दोनों खो जाएंगे, क्योंकि साक्षी तो उसी को कह सकते हैं जो है. अतीत में क्या साक्षी होंगे, जो है ही नहीं. भविष्य में क्या साक्षी होंगे, जो अभी होने को नहीं. साक्षी तो उसी का हुआ जो हो सकता है और जो है. साक्षी होते ही मन समाप्त हो जाता है. इसलिए भविष्य का जो रस है वह जरूर समाप्त हो जाएगा, लेकिन आपको पता ही नहीं है कि भविष्य का रस तो समाप्त होगा. वर्तमान का आनंद आपके ऊपर बरस पड़ेगा, और भविष्य का रस तो केवल आश्वासन है झूठा, वह कभी पूरा नहीं होता. तो इसे इस तरह सोचें. अगर आप 50 साल के हो गए तो यह 50 साल की उम्र आज से 10 साल पहले भविष्य थी, और 10 साल पहले आपने जो सोचा होगा, ना मालूम क्या आनंद आने वाला है. अब तो वह सब आप देख चुके हैं, और वह आनंद अभी तक क्या पता आया भी ना हो. बचपन से ही हम सोचते हैं कि कल कल कल, और एक दिन मौत आ जाती है और आनंद नहीं आता। पर लौट कर देखें, कोई एकाध क्षण आपको ऐसा ख्याल आता है जिसको आप कह सकते हैं वह आनंद है, जिसको आप कह सकें कि उसके कारण मेरा जीवन सार्थक हो, जिसके कारण आप कह सकें कि जीवन के सब दुख झेलने योग्य थे, क्योंकि वह एक आनंद का कण भी मिल गया तो सब दुख चूक गए, कोई नुकसान नहीं हुआ। क्या एकाध ऐसा क्षण जीवन में आपको ख्याल है जिसके लिए आप फिर से जीने को राजी हो जाए कि यह सारी तकलीफ झेलने को मैं राजी हूं क्योंकि वह क्षण पाने योग्य था? यह बात ख्याल करने योग्य। और अगर आप अतीत में जिए या भविष्य में जिए तो उससे भय पैदा हो, और भय इस पैंडेमिक पीरियड में बड़ा भयानक है। It is very difficult to avoid the fear that is present within us and within the world. No virus in this world is more dangerous than fear. Understand the fear, otherwise you'll become an alive dead because your body will die before you. It has nothing to do with the virus. The frightening atmosphere you are watching now is a collective madness, which is always decreasing after some time. The reasons keep changing, but this kind of collective madness keeps on being revealed from time to time. Many people either get help or they die. It has been 1,000 times before, and it will continue to happen, and will continue unless you will understand the psychology of the crowd and of fear. So stop enjoying the juiciness of fear. Usually, every human being enjoys fear a little bit. If they don't have fun in fear, then why would they go to watch movies? Understand this juiciness within you. Without understanding it, you cannot understand the psychology of fear. Look at the juice of this fear and at the fear within you. Because if we enjoy the juice of fear, it is not much possible to wake up our consciousness. Normally, we are the owner of our fear. But in the movement of collective madness, our ownership can be touched. Our unconsciousness can take it over completely. We won't even know when we have lost control over our fear. Then fear can do anything to us. In such a situation, we can take the life of ourselves and that of others. So stay alert. Do not look at any video or news that gives you fear within. Stop talking about the pandemic, repeating the same thing again and again, because this is the birth of self-hypnosis. Fear is a kind of self-hypnosis. This idea will cause chemical changes in the body by repeating the same idea again and again. This chemical change can sometimes be so poisonous that this can take our life. There are a lot of things happening within the world, in the world, within our body, within our mind, within the universe. We should pay attention to them. One more possible solution is meditation. Meditation becomes a protective aura all around the seeker, which does not allow negative energy to enter within. Now the energy of the whole world has become irrational. Sitting in the boat of meditation, we can avoid this. As long as death doesn't come, there is no meaning of fear, because death is inevitable. Fear is a kind of foolishness and proof of the fact that life has been lived in the wrong way. Those who offer their today for tomorrow, they are afraid of death. Death is not a problem for those who live their life totally each movement. So rethink. Fear will not solve anything, and there is no cure for death. If you don't die from a pandemic, then you will then you will have to die another day, and that day can be any day. That's why be ready and don't take your life down. Thank you. Namaskar.
थैंक यू सो मच ओजस। बहुत ही अच्छे से आपने बताया कि, और ये सच भी है कि हमारे अंदर का जो डर रहता है वही हमें मुसीबत में डालता है, और अगर हम अलर्ट रहें अपने प्रति तो हम वास्तव में हर परेशानी से, हर समस्या से निकल सकते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच ओजस एंड गॉड ब्लेस यू।
थैंक यू मैम।
आज आवश्यकता है, क्योंकि जो चीजें हैं, जो जनरेशन गैप है, और जो चीज जहां हम चाहते हैं वास्तव में चीजें ठीक हों, तो हमारे जो न्यू जनरेशन है अगर वो बहुत पॉजिटिव रहेंगे और वो बहुत ज्यादा चीजों को समझ लेंगे अच्छे से, तो हमारा जो फ्यूचर है वो बहुत सेफ हो जाएगा। कोरोना, कोविड या इसके बाद भी बहुत सारी परेशानियां हमारे जीवन में, हमारी लाइफ में आती रहेंगी, और शायद हर एक प्रॉब्लम का यही सॉल्यूशन है कि अपने आप में पॉजिटिव रहना। अधृत कंसल्टेंसी सर्विसेज और द यूनिवर्सल टॉक सिस्को के बैनर तले इस वेबिनार को इसी उद्देश्य से कराया था कि एक जो मेंटल फटीग लोगों में आ गया है, एक मानसिक रूप से थकान लोगों में आ गई है, वही चीज सुन करके और वही सारी चीजें फेस करते हुए, तो एक बार हम फिर से अपने आप को रिजुविनेट करें और एक ऊर्जावान महसूस करें चीजों को लेकर के। हम अपने पार्टिसिपेंट से जानना चाहेंगे कि इन 3 दिन के वेबिनार में वो इस उद्देश्य को हम कहाँ तक लेकर के सफल हो पाए हैं कि नहीं, ये हम अपने व्यूअर्स से जानना चाहेंगे। प्लीज आप लोग यूट्यूब चैट बॉक्स है, वहां हमें कमेंट करके बताइए कि ये 3 दिन का वेबिनार, हमारे स्पीकर्स आपको कैसे लगे। अगर हम बहुत दूर की ना सोचें और अगर हम सोचने ये देखें कि ये जीवन जो है वो किस प्रकार से काम करता है, हमारा जो फिजिकल पार्ट है, हमारा जो अपीयरेंस है, वो पूरी तरह से हमारे मेंटल, हमारी मानसिक स्थिति पर निर्भर करता है। हम कितने सबल हैं और कितने सफल हैं अपने जीवन में, ये मायने रखता है कि हम किस तरह से मानसिक रूप से कितने स्ट्रांग हैं। पेंडेमिक है, समस्या है और परेशानी भी है। ऐसा नहीं है कि हम अगर केवल फिलोसॉफिकल बातें करें और ऐसी सोच करें तो बहुत सारी समस्याएं दूर हो जाएंगी। नहीं, बिल्कुल ऐसा नहीं है। हमें आवश्यकता है, जैसे फर्स्ट डे में हमारे स्पीकर ने कहा था कि जब हम अपने प्रॉब्लम को आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे तभी हम उसका सलूशन ढूंढ पाएंगे। और अगर हम समस्या को समस्या की नजर से देखेंगे, प्रॉब्लम को हम प्रॉब्लम की तरह देखेंगे, तो वो हमें हमेशा प्रॉब्लम ही लगेगा। तो एक जो हमारा व्यू है, एक हमारी जो सोच है, वो प्रॉब्लम ओरिएंटेड ना हो करके सॉल्यूशन ओरिएंटेड होनी चाहिए। 3 दिन का यह वेबिनार हमारे स्पीकर ने कोशिश की कि आपको एक तरह से इस समय में हार्मोनाइज कर पाएं, चीजों को व्यवस्थित कर पाएं, इसकी प्रेरणा दे सकें। पहले दिन हमारे साथ श्री माननीय बृजमोहन अग्रवाल जी जुड़े थे, विनोद कुमार मिश्र जी जुड़े थे, आदरणीय सांत्वना मैडम जुड़ी हुई थी, और तीनों ने बहुत अच्छी तरह से चीजों को बताया कि आप इस समय में किस प्रकार से चीजों को लें। अभी वास्तव में ये समय है कि हम एक पॉजिटिविटी के साथ आगे बढ़ें, क्योंकि अब इंडिया में और बाहर भी अदर कंट्रीज में चीजें अनलॉक होनी शुरू हो गई हैं। तो इस बात को याद रखिए कि दिसंबर के बाद, लास्ट ईयर दिसंबर में भी चीजें अनलॉक हो रही थी और फिर से लॉकडाउन वाली कंडीशन आ गई। तो क्यों ना हम सचेत रहें, हम अलर्ट रहें अपने प्रति, अपने कार्यों के प्रति। अधृत कंसल्टेंसी सर्विसेज इस वेबिनार को इसी उद्देश्य से कराया है कि जो लैकिंग है, जो कमी हम में रह गई है, उसको हम वापस से आइडेंटिफाई करें और उनको दूर करने की कोशिश करें। सेकेंड डे हमारे साथ मेलबर्न से प्रेरणा पाटिल मैडम जुड़ी हुई थी और श्री मनीष डागा जी मुख्य अतिथि के रूप में थे। उन्होंने इस खाली समय में जब हम टेक्नोलॉजी यूज कर रहे हैं और टेक्नोलॉजी को कहाँ तक और किस हद तक यूज करना है, इसकी समझ हमें दी। आज टुडे इज लास्ट एंड थर्ड डे ऑफ आवर वेबिनार। आज हमारे साथ हैं हिज एक्सीलेंसी मोहम्मद शाह नूर अजीज एंड मिस फरहाना जरीन। आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, एक बिजी शेड्यूल से आप हमारे बीच उपस्थित हुए। मैं डॉक्टर आभा दुबे को आमंत्रित करना चाहूंगी कि इस क्लोजिंग सेरेमनी में एज ए डायरेक्टर अपने व्यू रखें।
Thank you, Dr. Ria. First of all, I would like to extend my heartiest thanks to all the speakers that we have in this webinar. And as Ria ma'am already mentioned their name, I'm not going to not going there. The aim of this webinar is to identify yourself, harmonize your being, your internal being, your physical, social, mental, everything, so that you can lead a very beautiful and happy life. And this is on the very third day, we have His Excellency Mohammad Shah Noor Aziz and Ms. Farhana Zareen. They gave us all the practical knowledge that we should follow and fight with this corona. We already know all those things, but we are not following those things. But if we strike these things regularly in our mind, it will become our habit. And I was mesmerized by the deep thinking or deepest knowledge of Master Ojas. He is enlightening us by his view. This is not philosophy. This is the way we are living in India. This is the way we are living a very good life. If we are meditating, if we are thinking ourselves, we are thinking the self, realizing ourselves. So nobody is stand in front of us. So as I earlier mentioned, that the best creation of the God is the man, the human being. So why we are fear? The self, the quality of soul is, the permanent quality of soul is the happiness, the divineness, the fearlessness. So why we are worried? We have to die one day. As Ojas Dubey said, if we are not dying today due to this pandemic, but later on we will die. But why we are dying with all those fear we have? Let's fight and win. As also our keynote speaker, chief guest also said, do not fear. We are not, now I think, as yesterday I shared my experience, I'm not afraid of anything. And we gradually win all those situations. So this consultancy under CESCO and in coordination with the Universal Talk, we are trying to give the message to the whole lot of the people, not only India, but entire universe or entire world, that we should know ourselves, the strength of ourselves, the power within. We should understand the power of the man, so that we will fight with courageously like a soldier, and no evil force, no wicked force stand in front of us. So I think participants will enlighten with this program, and those who are attend this webinar very patiently, and from the very first day to the last day, definitely some people will get some knowledge. Some people will have some turning point in their life. If one or two people get or change in bring the change in themselves, so our webinar will be a great success. I think with this note, I would like to thank all of you from the depth of my heart, all the participants, the dignitaries, the chief guests, the speakers who are associated with us in exploring the ways to harmonize our life. Thank you so much. And I also thanks to all those who have associated for organizing this webinar, to Dr. Ria Tiwari, Ojas Dubey, organizing secretary, Dr. Arun Kumar Dubey, who stand beside us all the time, all the advisory board members, and Ramakant sir, who is our technical partner. Without him, we will not do this webinar so successfully. So I would like to thank them all with my in the bottom of my heart, and hopefully at last I'm saying that डर के आगे जीत है, और we have to fight with this deadly disease. Not only with this, but we have to fight with all the forces, the darkest forces that threaten us to live a very beautiful or peaceful life. With this note, I would like to wind up this program, and in future, we assure you that we will come in front of you by taking this type of program for creating awareness amongst the people. So I again thank you everyone who have associated with us. Thank you all. And I request Ramakant sir to wind up this webinar.
Okay, well, I find really it is good and tremendous achievement. Okay, you were really did something for the Indian people as well as who are living out of the India. So I feel that you did a very big thing for all the nationalities people, all the world population who can understand our language. They learned many things. And I feel you are working with the students. And from this webinar session, they also learn many things. We can die tomorrow, but in the internet dunya, in the YouTube dunya, your webinar remain and remain. So not only this series, people learned, people will learn continuously from these things. And I believe you are real soldiers for humanity. So you are working for the humanity. You are not only inside the India, you are all over the world. You are also UN countries. We are more than 160 countries out of United Nations members. We are UN members. So your organization already included now with the UN countries. So it's a really very big achievement.
Thank you so much, sir.
I appreciate it. You invited me, and I